Good evening, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Kieran Climbing Racing Show. This day we are covering day 3, the Friday racing at the York Ebor meeting. Nice winner today on day 1, Star of Memas going at 12 to 1. And then we had 5th place in the first race with Mon the Sleeve at 40 to 1 each way. So decent day's profit on about, I think it was about 11 points, nearly 12 points up for the day. So a good day, hopefully. Obviously, the video 2 is day 2's video is already out on the YouTube channel. If you want to go and watch that now. Here I'm going to be talking about day 3, and we start off with the 150, the Sky Bet handicap over 1 mile 4 furlongs, where we have joint favourites at the top of the market currently, Mount Athos and French Duke. Both in decent form. Obviously, Mount Athos will carry top weight for Bowling Stable. There's a lot of in and outs in this race, to be honest. There's not a lot of course form ready to go on. The one that I am going to go with, though, is further down the market, and he's best priced to do 14 to 1 currently. You're likely to get maybe probably 4 places at a push, maybe on this race. You would shop around. And the horse is Chillingham of Ed Bethell's Holly Doyle in the saddle. Now, this horse hasn't done a lot this season. He won, actually. So far this season, he was 10th at Musselburgh, first time up in a Class 2 race. He then won an Amateur Riders Handicap here over course and distance, so that's always decent to look at. Went to Haydock and was 6th in a Class 2 at Haydock, and another decent handicap. Then came back here for a Class 3 handicap again and was 7th of 9 that day. Bit disappointing, to be honest. But the eye-catching form that I looked down the list was the fact that this time last year at this meeting he ran in the Ebor. Now he finished 11th of 20 on overall, but obviously the Ebor is over 1 mile and 6 furlongs. This is only 1 mile 4. The interesting thing was he was actually clear with 2 furlongs to go, and then got really well and truly swallowed up on the run in, and ended up finished 11th, beating 8 lengths. But if he can reproduce the form of last year's Ebor and he's clear, he won't be 2 furlongs. That would be half a furlong out from the line, and could potentially hang on. I think he's going to be a decent each way play in the first. There's a very muddling race. There's plenty in there that you could put question marks over. Obviously, you've got the 2 Irish Raiders from Tony Martins and Emmett Mullins, which you never know with those horses, whether they're on a going day or not. Obviously, Tony Martin had one today that was Alfonso de la Grande, who was well backed into favourite for the 2 mile, like second favourite for the 2 mile race, and then was out the back most of the way, and then came home like a train to finish 4th. You could just get that, or they could absolutely bolt up. So Chillingham will be in the first for me. We then move on to the 225, the Lonsdale Cup, and I'll keep this short and sweet. Trawlerman will just win and will sustain and retain his grip on the Stayers division. Obviously, Illinois was entered for this race, hasn't come here. Aidan O'Brien's kept him away. And Sweet William, who ran a decent race in the Gold Cup, but has got a lot to find with Trawlerman. And Trawlerman, like, can get 4 to 6 in one place, mostly 4 to 7, 8 to 15 out there. He'll be one for your multiples, but he won't be a bet for me. I'll be quite happily sit back and watch the race. We then go on to the 3 o'clock, the Jim Crack Stakes. Now, notable non-runner in this when declaration done. Wise approach for the Godolphin team. Unfortunately not declared. Not sure why he wasn't declared, but he wasn't declared. So we have the dead 8 currently, and top in the market is Do or Do Not, the ever consistent horse for Ed Walker at 6 to 4. And this horse has done nothing wrong apart from win. He has literally danced every dance. He's been at every single meeting. Right, second at York, second time up being a neck. Then he was second in the Coventry, beaten 3 lengths by Gustad. Second at Newmarket, beaten by Zaltori, and then beaten again by the same horse at Goodwood. he's ever consistent. He's always going to be there or thereabouts. Is he a nearly horse? Is he worth backing at 7-4? Probably not. But then again, you look down the market and there's not a lot there that you could probably have a go at. Now, I backed a goalie last time at Goodwood in that race behind Do or Do Not and Zarate, and he finished 6th that day. He has got course and distance form, but I think I'm just going to sit back and watch the race. I think Do or Do Not, this could be and should be his day in the sun to win a race for Ed Walker, but I will not be parting with any money at 7-4 on him, because you probably will find he'll finish second again. Then we move on to the 3:35, the big race of the day, the Nunthorpe Stakes over 5 furlongs, where Lady Oman is favourite here at 4-1. Obviously getting all the allowances under the sun, being a 2-year-old, only has to carry 8 stone 2, so gets the best part of a stone, nearly 2 stone off some of these. Ridiculous, this, to be honest, all these weight allowances. Sorry for her. She gets the age allowance and obviously the mare's allowance as well. Don't get me wrong, she's got every chance and favourite chance of winning this race, but I will not be parting money with her at that price in a race like this. You got Spicy Marge, who's the same again, another 2-year-old, this time for Michael Bell, who's also gets all the allowances. The one I am going to take a swing at, now I mentioned Ed Walker earlier on, and he's got one in here called Ceruledine, or Ceruledine, whichever you pronounce it. Currently best price 33-1. Now, he ran at York 2 starts ago and finished behind at Soraya Dar. That race, he'd only beaten 2 lengths that day. He didn't really get the run of the race, to be honest. I backed him that day. Didn't get the run of the race. He's then gone to Chester since and run an enlisted race at Chester and finished second, beating a nose. It's a bit of a frustrating horse, but you look back at this horse's form last season, at the back end of last season, like he finished 5th at Newmarket in a Group 1 behind Lake Victoria. She won the race at York this time last year, in August last year. She won 2 seconds the Lowther this time last year. She won, beating Time for Sandals. Obviously, Time for Sandals has gone on to win at Royal Ascot this season. I just think this horse will, if she gets the run on, she might be outpaced halfway around down the track, but if she gets the gaps and gets the run going coming down the hill, she stays 6, so be no problem. If she got the finishing kick to get there, she will be in and around. And at 33-1, she will be a play for me. We then move on to 3 races to go. The Data Protection EDF Fillies Handicap over 1 mile 2 furlongs, and Zahata is favourite here for Andrew Baldwin, and now Oisin Murphy in the saddle. Obviously would normally be Holly Doyle, but Oisin now has that job, started at the start of the week, but he rides for his boss here anyway in Andrew Baldwin. I think this horse has got a decent chance of winning this race. It's a much for a muchness race, to be honest, in my eyes. There's plenty in here that you can't make cases for many of these, to be honest. There's only one horse in here with course form, and he's 50-1, and he's rated 77. He's got no chance. So yeah, it probably, sadly, I'm pointing all eyes at the favourite, who hasn't done much wrong, to be honest. Like, he won at Newmarket 2 starts ago at this trip. He then dropped back in trip at the Royal Meeting, finishing 7th. I think that was the Sandringham, I think he finished 7th in. Quick look now. Yeah, finished 7th in the Sandringham Stakes, and was then finished 5th at Goodwood last time out. So okay form, stepped back up in trip, back up to the trip which she's won over previously. I think she'll take all the beating in this race. 2 races to go. Get through this as quick as I can. And we move on to the maiden. Now it's 450 or 450 or 445. Favourite here is Naval Light. Now this horse has been disappointing on all 3 starts, to be honest. Should have won first time up. Didn't. Was beaten by a stablemate up at Beverley. Was then 8th, which wasn't too bad, behind Charles Darwin in the Norfolk, I believe it was. Yeah, Norfolk Stakes. And then came into Goodwood, going off the even money favourite for a maiden at Goodwood, and could only finish 2nd there. Frustrating horse the back. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. And 11-4, I would not be touching that. 130, best price. I will actually going to be backing the Aidan O'Brien horse here. Frez Kabali, I believe that's how you pronounce it. 5th first time out, 2nd the next time out. And the form is interesting, this horse. He was 2nd beaten ahead over 7 furlongs at Fairyhouse last time out. But he dwelt at the start, fell out the stalls, and made up so much ground at the end, it was ridiculous. He just couldn't quite get up to win. Green Soul held on that day. Ryan Moore takes over in the saddle. He hasn't actually rode this horse yet. Wayne Borden rode her on debut. And then Mark Crane, I think it Cromen, rode her the last day, or him the last day, sorry. So yeah, it will be the Aidan O'Brien Frez Kabali for me in the 4:45. Currently 2nd favourite at night 2. We then move on to the final race on the card, the Sky Bet Mile Handicap, where Montpellier is favourite 5-1 for James Ferguson, and Ryan Moore was a decent 4th. This colt by William Bassett, gelding by William Bassett at Goodwood last time out in a class 2. A similar sort of event here. The horse I like though, and will be point of contact for Andrew Bolden and Kieran O'Neill in the saddle. Has ran over course and distance, which I like. I know it was only a 5-runner novice, and he was 2nd, beaten by Beaumark and followed by 4 furlongs. Beaumark's gone over and ran a decent race in the French Guineas the time after that. He's not done much since. He ran okay over a mile. I think the grain went against him at Goodwood, so I'd be willing to give him another chance here. And currently he is best price 16-1. Probably going to get 5 places on the day, and the bowling team's going fairly well. Best bets for Tuesday. Where am I going with this? Is probably, I like the look of mainly quite trappy, to be honest. I thought I had a few more lined up this. The Numthorpe, no, that's 33s. 3 seconds. Probably going to have to be Ziata in the fillies handicap over 1 mile 3 furlongs. I think she will take all the beating. Like, she's 3-1 now. If you can get 3-1 the day, I might have a decent bet at 3-1. But yeah, she'll probably be my best bet. I've got a few, like I said, I've got 33-1 shot in the Numthorpe. Trawlerman should win. I'd like to see Do or Do Not win, but will be backing at 7-4? Probably not. So yeah, Zahato will probably be my best bet of the day. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we can bang in a few more winners for tomorrow. If you haven't watched Thursday's podcast, go and have a look now. It's over on the channel. And I'll be back tomorrow night with with Saturday's preview, including the Ebor itself, where I have got, I think he's about 25-1 now, the horse I fancy for this, and I fancy it for quite a while, to be honest. I have actually backed him at 50s, but I've kept it under my hat until now. So yeah, hope you can join me tomorrow, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope we can find plenty of winners. Be lucky, guys, and happy punting.